Welcome back. There are many different housing designs and handling facilities that are suitable for dairy operations. However, farmers are normally advised to take into consideration the weather, topography, and the availability of feed and pasture before constructing a cowshed. Majority of dairy animals in the country are kept by smallholder farmers under zero grazing or semi-zero grazing systems. Under the zero grazing system, cattle are confined in one place where feeds and water are brought to the animals. Other activities such as animal health are also carried out under zero grazing. The zero grazing housing system has various areas which are essential and must be included in the structure. They include cubicles, walking areas, feed and water trough, milking place, calf pen, and the fodder chopping area. There are other basic structures which are optional and do not need to be included in the cowshed structure. They include feed storage area, the fodder cutter, water tank, manure storage, and a holding crush.
The feeding troughs here you're seeing, they go hand in hand with the cubicles. The cubicles are 10. So we've divided the feeding troughs into 10 portions. But you are seeing the metal paths, it's closely spaced. The spacing will limit cows from moving. And maybe you have a harsh cow which likes knocking others. So once it gets in, it just feeds, then it has to get out. That's why you are seeing the small spaces in the feeding troughs. So the metal ones, what is expensive here is only the metal. Because if you go for the posts, the poles, and the timber, the difference is small. And then these ones last longer than the wooden ones. So the cost, I don't think whether, if it's expensive, you can start small, maybe 5 units. You add gradually, because the returns you get from the cows, they'll fetch. And at the end of the day, you find that you have a modern farm. Like me, what I'm doing here now, I started with 10. You saw my guys working on the other 10. So in total, I'll have 20 units, the modern ones. Then after getting the returns from the cows, I'll do the 20. In total, I'm planning to do 46 cubicles of animals in this small portion of land. Because the portion of land you are seeing here, it's enclosed with the perimeter wall. It measures 80 by 100. So the 80 by 100, I'll have roughly 46 big cows, and then the havers around 20. I also intend to bring in the sheep, because after the remains, when the cows feed, the remains, they don't feed on those remains. But if I bring in the sheep, there's no wastage. After the cows are fed, I'll carry the remains from the cows and then give the feeds. That will add the returns of the farm.
The floor of Joseph's shed is made of concrete. This, he says, is mainly to maintain cleanliness and to prevent the cattle from getting infected with diseases such as mastitis.
So the mattresses you're seeing here, one, these are high-producing animals. They need comfort. The floor is a cement floor. So in most cases, you find that it's wet. So this might cause some diseases to the animal. So to prevent that wetness and to give the cow that comfort, that's why I decided to bring in the mattresses. And they are easily washable. We wash them every day. So very early in the morning, when my guys wakes up, they start with milking, then they wash. They also wash the mattresses and hang them for around 30 minutes to dry up.
The biggest challenge that Joseph says he faces in his farm is that of lack of water due to the hot weather conditions.
This is a small farm which is growing, and the biggest challenge I have currently with the 21 cows is water. When we don't have rains, we have to go to the river to get in water.
Some of the diseases that mostly affect dairy cattle include mastitis and East Coast fever. Though Joseph has tried to prevent his animals from getting infected, by having his vet visit the farm on a weekly basis.
The diseases, not commonly, because we have a vet who visits the farm in a weekly basis. Like when you visited here, he was here deworming some 3 animals. So we are in touch. I'm in touch with the vet. There are no big challenges about with the diseases. Because the hygiene, as you've seen, we've maintained the hygiene to reduce the mastitis, which usually comes with the dirt or not maintaining the hygiene in the farm.
Joseph concludes by urging other farmers to venture into the dairy farming business not just for subsistence purposes, but for commercial purpose, as the market is huge and profitable too.
What I say, with the dairy, it earns. So you can start small, maybe with two dairy animals, and then grow gradually. So it's a good venture, also here in Kisii, because we are selling a liter of milk at 60 shillings. Whereas some guys in Central, they sell milk at 30 shillings. So in this area is double, and the feeds is the same, the concentrates are the same. So it's a venture I can encourage whoever who is interested. Talk of the youths who are idle outside there. Because to start this venture, you need around, a good cow you can get at 150,000. And if it lactates the first time, you see the benefits. The lactating heifer averagely can give you around 26 liters. So if you calculate 26 liters by around 50 shillings, that's more than 1,000. So to me, I encourage guys, you don't need a big portion of land. You need a small portion of land. And then the feeds, I don't think whether it's a big challenge. So whoever is interested, I just encourage them to venture into farming. Farming pays.
And that's all we had time for you in today's edition. Catch us every Monday to Thursday, 8 to 8:30 p.m. for more informative stories on dairy farming.